personification is the word of the day. It's a really great creative writing trick. It's fun. And personification, first of all, say it. Personification. It's when you give human characteristics to something non-human. Like Zootopia is personification all over the place. It's like personification threw up all over that movie. That personification, they took animals and they made them seem more human. You've got talking animals. They're dressed like humans. They have a job like a human. They live in a city like humans. All of that is personification. So raise your hand if you ever saw VeggieTales. I grew up on VeggieTales and it's ridiculous. But yeah, VeggieTales, personification all over the place. There's tons of stuff in my classroom that has been personified. Like Randy the recycling bin. I took a boring blue plastic square, slapped 2 faces on it, and boom, personification. I took something that wasn't human and made it seem more human. Same with like a bunch of the other stuff that got named. Even something like naming something that doesn't have a name, that's personification. Most of the ducks have been personified, guys. That you took a regular duck and like, I just got this one, like this duck is dressed like an artist. That is personification, yeah. Like Frogrigo is personified because we pretend that he has a personality and that he like sometimes drinks coffee because he's extra awake. That's personification, yeah. So if you're gonna do personification, it changes from a noun. Personification is the noun. If you're gonna actually do personification, like I could slap a pair of eyeballs on my laptop and I personified it. So personify is the verb. It's the doing version. So I'm gonna show you 2 videos to get it stuck in your head for forever. And you can steal an example for the You Try box from the video. We're gonna start with this one. This has personification from some commercials. And the first one's gonna look very familiar.
Guess what day it is?
We have a talking animal.
Guess what day it is? Huh? Anybody?
Talking animal
Julie,
is personification.
Hey, guess what day it is? Oh, come on, I know you can hear me. Mike. What day is it, Mike? Leslie, guess what today is?
It's hump day.
Woo-hoo!
Ronnie, how happy are folks who save hundreds of dollars switching to Geico?
I'd say happier than a camel on Wednesday.
Hump day!
Get happy. Get Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15%
Talking
or
animal,
more.
Switching to
personification.
Geico really save you 15% or more on car insurance? Did the little piggy cry wee, wee, wee all the way home?
Okay, another talking animal.
Wait!
But I don't know about you, I've never seen a pig sitting in a car like a human. Boom! Personification. So even just like a human-like situation is another type of personification. Exactly. Or like being seatbelted in like a human.
Yeah?
You're home.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Mrs. A.
Geico. 15
Again, you
minutes
take
could
something
save you
not human, you make
15%
it
or
seem
more.
more human-like. We've got another
And
talking
now
animal.
my journey across the country's brought me to the lovely city of Boston. Cheers.
Another
And seeing as
human-like
it's such a
situation.
historic city, I'm sure they'll appreciate that Geico has
Gecko
been
drinking
saving
tea.
people money for over
That's a
75
human-like
years.
situation. Here comes a nerdy historical joke.
Oh dear. I've dropped my tea into the Boston Harbour.
One more.
I guess this party's
Yep,
over.
exactly.
Geico.
Historical
15
joke.
minutes could save you 15%
Okay, the
or more
last
on
one
car
has
insurance.
another simple
this is
form.
just what the-
Guys, even just something like slapping a face on something that normally wouldn't have a face, that's personification. They took cereal, put a face on it. It's also pretending like it's a hot tub. Also, it's talking cereal. So let's move on to a different form of personification. So one more video. Oh, it's not that funny, but I'll show it if you really want. Okay.
8 layers needed.
Yep.
Hey,
lots of
guys, sorry we're late.
personification all over
Milk
it
looks
here.
warm.
Finally got the whole gang together. Maple brown
Face,
sugar,
talking,
strawberry delight, blueberry
human-like
muffin, little
situation.
family reunion.
Now we're cereal here.
What? Just cooling it down.
Enough said.
Gotcha.
Yeah, safety first. Watch the whole grain.
Try Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats Hot. Just add warm milk.
Okay. So this one will get it stuck in your brain for the rest of forever, which is the point. And remember, be thinking about your You Try box. You're giving me an example that's not already on the chart. It could be a picture, it could be made up, it could be real, and turn it in by the end of the video.
Personification.
As long as it's not already on the chart.
Making something come alive with the words that you provide in situations. Personification. Take something that you're saying and it acts just like a person. The flowers danced in the wind
So if you look at your sentences on your vocab chart, that's the first one. This is the more advanced level of personification, where we're not just putting a face on something and we don't just have talking animals, but this sentence itself is personification. Because to say that flowers are dancing, flowers don't dance like humans do, but just that verb danced, that is the more grown-up version of personification. It is the more creative version. If you could be the kind of creator to do personification like this, that shows that you are a little bit more advanced. But flowers dancing, that we're making something not human seem more human-like.
But they don't dance even if they had the chance. But they move together like a dancer with a partner. It's a nice way of saying what the flowers were doing today. Personification.
Turn in your vocab chart once you've given me an example in the You Try box.
With the words that you provide in situations. Personification. Take something that you're saying and it acts just like a person. The city I live in never sleeps. But who would have said that the city goes to bed? And I think you'll agree how big that bed would be. And it's a way to write down that there's always some people around.
Cakes can't talk, right? But it's basically just saying, oh my gosh, I want to eat that cake so much. But to say the cake is calling my name, they don't have vocal cords. They can't talk. So it's personification. The camera's not alive, so it can't actually love anything. But it's a way of creatively saying that she's taking really awesome pictures. I don't know about you, but that's how my alarm clock sounded this morning. It sounded like it was screaming at me to wake up, and I'm like, no, stop screaming, right? But it doesn't have, like a face or lips or a mouth. It can't actually scream, but it can sure feel like it's screaming. That's a creative way of saying it's screaming.
Time to wake up is here. The sun smiled down at me.
And smiled in that sentence is the personification. But think of how much I could change the tone of that sentence. What if I said, the sun glared down at me? It's still personification, but it changes the feeling a lot. Almost does.
Good day, it's gonna be. This gray sweater is my friend. I guess I look good again. Personification. Personification.
Work on turning in your vocab
Making
chart.
something come alive with the words that you provide in situations. Personification. Take something that you're saying and it acts just like a person. Take something that you're saying and it acts just like a person.
Okay, let me hear a couple of your examples. Because if you were stuck, remember you can steal your answer from somebody else. Tell me one. Yeah.
The show Mickey Mouse.
So explain, yeah, you're right, but what is personification in that show?
They're animals and they have houses.
Boom. Right there, personification. Tell me another one.
I just did a cartoon thing strapping to a seatbelt in a car.
Exactly. That is not normal for a pig. So to see that human-like situation, the last one, because then we have to move on, sorry. The wind sang all night long. What a beautiful, creative way of personifying something that's not human. That's great. Okay, everybody. So we are going to completely move on. And let me stop this little recording for people.